Hi people, it's Archivist here, and today we will be turning our attention to the clan chieftains who will feature in the upcoming World of Warcraft expansion, the Warlords of Draenor. Taking into account the expansion is still far from release, it is difficult to predict exactly what role each of these chieftains will play. However, by looking at their history from our current timeline, we can at least guess at what they might have in store. Grom Hellscream is well known for slaying the Pit Lord Manoroth, who brought the Blood Haze curse down upon the Orcs. By striking his chest with the legendary weapon Gorhal, Grom freed his people, although this was to be his final act. Grom Hellscream was very close to Thrall, and it was likely their friendship that later influenced Thrall into appointing Grom's son Garrosh as War Chief of the Horde. In Warlords of Draenor, Grom will be the chieftain of the Warsong clan. Kilrogg Dead was a brutal and unforgiving orc, even when it came to his own family. In the original timeline, Kilrogg was one of the first chieftains to drink the demon blood, eager to gain the promise of unlimited strength and power. Oh, and as I suspect you've already guessed, Deadeye earned his namesake after he lost an eye. Kilrogg Dead will be the chieftain of the Bleeding Hollow clan in the expansion. Kargarth Bladefist is the war chief of the Fellhorde and will act as the chieftain of the Shattered Hand in the expansion. He earned the name Bladefist after he cut off his own hand and replaced it with a scythe. Although Bladefist was not among the first wave of clans to enter Azeroth, he eagerly volunteered the Shattered Hand after the Bleeding Hollow returns to Draenor. Blackhand the Destroyer was the war chief during the first war between Stormwind and the Horde. He was known as a tactical genius and a ruthless dictator, who demanded respect from his warriors. However, in his lust for power, Goldarn saw an opportunity to manipulate him. And so, under Goldarn's influence, Blackhand offered up his former shamans to become the first Horde warlocks. In the expansion, Blackhand will be the chieftain of the Blackrock clan. Ner'zhul was once a highly respected elder shaman, and as such had great influence among his people. The Eredar Lord Kil'jaeden saw the Orcs' potential for savagery, and so decided that he would use Ner'zhul to corrupt his entire race. Ner'zhul originally believed Kil'jaeden to be an ancient Orc ancestor. However, after a vision at Oshu'gan, he saw the truth. Although before he could warn his people, he was betrayed by his own apprentice, Goldarn. In Warlords of Draenor, Ner'zhul will be the chieftain of the Shadowmoon clan. Durotan, the father of Thrall, was a noble orc who refused to drink the demon blood, leaving his clan uncorrupted. Although he was a brave warrior and a fierce fighter, he did not share the savagery of many of his fellow chieftains. In the expansion, Durotan will be the chieftain of the Frostwolf clan, and will very likely be on the side of the player. Quite possibly the most twisted and manipulative orc to have ever existed, Goldarn betrayed his people to the Burning Legion and condemned his own master to a fate worse than death. It was he who convinced the other chieftains to drink from Manoroth's blood, sending them into a mad frenzy which led them to become filled with anger and a lust for war. Interestingly enough, it would seem as if Goldarn may be the only one to have consumed the demon blood in the expansion, which will no doubt put him in quite an awkward position. Goldarn will be the chieftain of the Stormreaver clan. This was a quick look at the different chieftains who will feature in the Warlords of Draenor. For more information, I highly recommend visiting WoW Wiki. As always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.